afternoon and good evening to all. Myself Vaibhav. In today's session of Visual JForex, we'll be starting afresh with a new indicator to design and develop a new set of the algorithm. The name of the indicator is Murrey channel. We will see how we can take advantage of the price action using this indicator to devise a optimum entry and exit pricing system for the execution of the buy as well as the sell trade in the instrument of our choice. So let us now head to the Visual JForex platform, which has been developed by the Dukascopy Bank SA. You will find this indicator below the mid price which we had considered in the last session. Now it's the turn of the risk channel. This is a very interesting indicator. It was developed in the late 1990s and it has been around, and you can also consider its technical specification somewhat similar to the pivot point, but of course the calculation using which these values are derived are of course different, and we will not go into how it is calculated, what are the technical aspects. Rather than that, we will limit ourselves to the functional aspects of it, how we can utilize it to trade in a profitable manner. So we have to define these 6 input parameters, depending on which we will getting 12 output values. So we have to provide 6 inputs and we get 12 outputs. So this is a very unique indicator. Usually we don't really get so many output values for any given indicator. I will explain to you how it works, how we can trade using this system, the Murrey channel on JForex platform. This is the hourly chart, and I have plotted the Murrey channel indicator with the default setup of 90, and the candle period is hourly. If you want to edit its property, you have to choose these options. The period on which this is being calculated is 90, with each candle being of hourly time frame. You can change the candle period from this option. Okay, so we let it remain. We work with the default setup. The functional setup which we are going to use is going to be quite simple. We want to be taking advantage of the trend, so we are going to take its output values, and we will devise a formation where we can trade with the trend. So if you observe its plotting, you will see that we have these values starting from 08 all the way to 8th of 8, and we will divide these in 3 parts. We will consider the 4 of 8 as the midpoint, and that will be the critical marker for any execution of the trade. And for any buy trade, we want the price action to be bullish, and we will need last hourly candle close to have closed above the 6th of 8th Murrey channel pivot point value. You can see all these 8 values on these listing, and only when we have the hourly candle close for the last hour above 6th of 8th of pivot point, we will be initiating the buy trade, which we will place at the exact price of the fourth of 8th pivot point. And for any sell trade, we will invert the condition. We need the momentum to be bearish, so we will be looking to initiate the trade when we have the price action on the declining side. So for that, we want the last hourly candle close to have happened below the 2nd of 8th pivot point, and when that happens, we will be placing the order exactly at the 4th of 8th pivot point, which is like a midpoint for this series. And if you see these plus one, one of 8, or the minus 1 of 8, these are going to give you the idea of overbought and oversold scenarios. So you can utilize these output values also. For current setup, we will be limiting ourselves with the 3 prominent output values: the 2 of 8, the 4 of 8, and the 6th of 8. Okay, So we go now back to the Visual JForex platform, and here I will explain to you which are the values which we are going to work with. So here there is the value 28P11, the 48P11 and the 68P11. So these are the three critical values for our formation, and along with this hourly setup we are also going to take help of the 4 hourly setup. On the 4 hourly we will simply use the mid price, the fourth of 8th pivot point of this Murray's channel, and we will need the candle close to have above it for any buy trade, and for any sell trade we will need the last 4 hourly candle to have closed below the midpoint of this series. So that is the only thing which we will use on the 4 hourly formation of the Murray channel. I will edit it to make it 4 hourly. Okay, so we will take help of these different formations, one on the 4 hourly candle period and another on the hourly candle period. Okay, I hope you have been able to understand how the system works. Now we head back to the Visual JForex board, and here we have this formation. And to start, first thing first, we will have to get the instrument subscription done, and for that I am going to take help of the logical blocks, the blocks. Okay, on candle will be our start point. This time around we are going to use the Euro USD as the default instrument, so we are not going to carry out any changes to it. And candle instrument will be the instrument of our choice, which is going to be Euro USD. Okay, so we have this instrument subscription in place now. After that we define the position amount. There should not be any open or pending position on the account prior to the execution of the trade. So we take this position amount and define the second input as 0. Now coming to defining of this Murray's channel indicator, we are going to take the two different candle periods for defining of these formations. So first we will work with the 4 hourly candle period. The value is going to remain 0. Candle period here also I will change it to 4 hourly. Step back is 0, and here we will be having this output values. Now add one more Murray's channel block. And I will join it here. This will be of hourly candle period. Value 0. We will be utilizing the current values, which are going to be calculated using the 90 hours data. Candle period is going to be hourly. And to look at the price volatility, price action, we are also going to take help of the get historical candle. We now have to take info components. We are going to need 4 of these, one for the 4 hourly candle period, one for the hourly candle period, and 2 for 10 seconds each. Default period I will change to hourly. Shift value is going to be 1. Here I will change this to 4 hourly. And shift value is going to be changed to 1. These two 10-second blocks will be changed to 10 seconds each. And here also 10 seconds. Okay. And the shift value will be changed to 1 and 2 respectively. Okay. So these are the basic basic building blocks for the algorithm. And I hope you have been able to understand the logical formation, how the logic is going to work, what is the idea behind this setup. In next session, we will continue and I will be adding the conditions for the execution of the buy trade first, and in subsequent session, I will be explaining to you how we can go for the execution of the sale trade in a profitable manner using the optimized setup using the Murrey channel indicator. So that's it from my side for today's session. If you have any query or any idea to share, you can write to me in the feedback section. For further coverage of the market developments, do check out the Dukascopy analytics page. For starting to trade or even to test this algorithm on the historical data, you will need to take the help of JForex platform. So do check it out. And we are also available on the Facebook if you want to reach out to us or have to or if you like joining in for any discussion on the market related topics, you can reach out to us on the Facebook. Thank you all for joining in. Have a wonderful day ahead. See you next time. Till then, goodbye.